We're at the state capitol, where Governor Malloy just announced he will be running for a second term. And later today, there'll be hundreds of thousands of people right here for the Yukon Parade. Police say during the parade, there'll be officers you do see, and some you don't. Mount Southington is now celebrating its 50th year in business. The explosion in East Harlem is causing problems for passengers here at Union Station. As you can see, the RD4 on-ramp is being blocked by protesters, and cops are actually starting to arrest people as we speak. Most roads are plowed and treated, but it's snow mounds like these that are causing visibility problems. The snow seems to be melting away as of now, but come Wednesday, will it be replaced? I'm Alex Napolitano. I'll have this story coming up. Sentencing for Joshua Komisarjevsky will be held on January 27th. He now joins co-defendant Stephen Hayes as one of the 11 people on Connecticut's death row. It says for rent, but is it really? I'm Alex Napolitano. I'll tell you about a scam in Bristol coming up. A home that's been in Norwich more than a century is charred in black after an early morning fire.
It was all in flames. There was most of the flames in the front and then quite a bit in the back.
The historic home is divided into apartments. John Good lives in one of them. Around 8:30 this morning, he says he heard a loud noise right before the fire started.
Just heard something go boom. So something gave, I don't know. It sounded like somebody kicked in a door, but I don't think that's what it was.
He says he grabbed what he could and called 911.
It was so fast, it was hard to tell, really. You know what I mean? I went and looked in the apartment, seen the flames going through the wall, but by that time the smoke was just so thick, all we could do was just get out.
The fire quickly spread through the walls and into the attic. Several fire departments were on scene.
And it was just a tough fire to fight, and it was gas-fed. Gas did not cause it, but we had difficulty putting the fire down because it had help within.
Neighbors say this is a shame. It's a historic house in the center of Norwich, and now it's completely destroyed.
It was a very beautiful home, yes. So it's sad.
The chief says there's so much damage, they'll have to knock down the home. The Red Cross is assisting the 8 people who live there and who are now homeless. Alex Napolitano, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Most runners' spirits were high as they headed to the Boston Marathon.
It's exciting to run Boston any day, but it's especially exciting this year.
But for Sarah Wallace of Avon, the thought of returning to Boston brings back terrible memories of the bombings last year.
But it was, a bad day.
She finished the race before the bombs went off, but knew friends who were right near the finish line. She's running again this year, determined not to let fear stop her.
My first marathon after was a little scary. But I just want to have a good day. I want to have a nice day.
There's more than 40 runners on that bus behind me headed to Boston, and they tell us they're determined to finish the marathon this year.
I ran before the bombing. I hope to run after it.
They'll join more than 30,000 runners to complete the grueling 26 miles through the streets of Boston, using what happened last year as fuel.
Of course, I'm going to be holding in mind the people who lost their lives so senselessly last year. It's very tragic. And whenever I run, I always think of all the people who have sent me well wishes. A lot of people send me emails, text, mail messages, people I see on the street.
They say they run because they love it, and they run to stay strong.